So today, I went through a study the other day on CPU cooling. For that technology, going through throttling is one method to reduce heat of the CPU. In previous study, we went through what throttling was, talking about lowering the speed of the CPU chip, or also the voltage, and that could reduce the heat of the CPU itself. Additional heat reduction technologies include heat sinks, fans, thermal paste, liquid cooling, heat pipe cooling, and then there's extreme cooling methods such as phase change cooling and liquid immersion. So we go through heat sinks first, and heat sinks are a metal block with fins that draw heat away from the processor. So let's go into Google and check it out. Type in heat sinks. And see, when you're learning something, these are one of the best ways to go and check things out. You know, if you can't actually physically hold the heatsink in your hand, just check it out online and go through that. So there's many different types of heat sinks, and they go right on top of the CPU, and sometimes there's a fan installed on top of the heatsink as well for additional cooling. And that is our next cooling technology is fans. Fans are used to blow away heat from the part of the heatsink, or to direct it through the computer out the back of the computer. Another technology is thermal paste, and we don't need to look up that. It's just a gray paste that is used to help attach the heatsink to the CPU, or to whatever it's attached to improve the bond between the two, so there's no air between to create a hot pocket, which could cause damage. Next we talk about liquid cooling, and that is under the CPU cooling. And in liquid cooling, you can see right here there's a block. It has a fan on it as well, and the liquid gets pumped through the block, heats up, and then sends that liquid back to the radiator, and the radiator cools down the liquid and reverses the process all over again to keep your CPU cool. Next after that is what's called heat pipe cooling, and let's see if we can find a picture on that at first. Heat pipe cooling. So you can kind of see that here on the motherboard. It's a crazy system, but it has uses a coolant in sealed pipes that heat and cool through evaporation and condensation. So there's a coolant in there going through, heating up, cooling down, and just traveling through that pipe system to help keep your CPU cool. Then we went on to extreme cooling methods, such as phase change cooling. It's like a refrigerator. It uses evaporation of gas to cool the core. And then there's what's called liquid immersion, which involves immersing the entire computer in a special non-conductive liquid. So we might be able to look that up too as well. So that's kind of amazing, putting your whole system into a cooling liquid. Yeah, phase change cooling. So we'll check out that. Because I actually haven't seen any of these before myself. So yeah, it's kind of like a refrigerator, like I was saying, to help keep your computer cool. So, alright, that's all for today. Thank you.